Hi, I'm Fraser, and this is intended to be a super duper quick video discussing a work I really enjoy in the collection at the Borough Road Gallery in London. The work I've chosen to talk about is Dorothy Mead's 1974 painting Hands, a title which gave me much to consider as to the possible subject of this image.
That's it. It's there. That's the answer to this. It's in your hands.
The painting presents two hands in close proximity to the viewer, with warm, slaty tones predominating. When I first came across the collection, I had a strong response to Dorothy Mead's interest in identity and gender, themes that certainly resonate today. I have a lot of time for a groovy-looking artist that looks somewhat like Camilla Lawson.
I am Camilla Lawson, and I have written the best book in the world.
Human beings often identify themselves as being superior to the rest of the animal kingdom, often by appealing to their sentience or self-awareness. Without a mirror, I would argue that the main point of stimulus for self-awareness, visually, is one's hands. They're readily viewable, always sticking out in front of you whenever you're trying to do something. This is rendered hauntingly apparent in Shakespeare, when Macbeth's hands insist on reminding him of his involvement in murder.
What hands are here? They pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No. This, my hand, will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
Often, hands' meaning can change depending on whether the front or back are viewed. If you're viewing your palms, that might relate to something you've done or can do. Conversely, the back of one's hands are colloquially significant as the marker of things that have happened to you, such as registering the effects of age or as a canvas to show off a wedding ring. In short, the palm side may be more active, whereas the back of one's hand more passive. Now you'll need to bear with me for this next bit. In Mead's painting, because of the florid brushwork, the positioning of the hands is somewhat ambiguous and in flux. However, I think a deliberate argument can be suggested that the composition imitates the frame of the eye, focusing in a little more on what is in the foreground and blurring the background so that nothing can be discerned. If then it's an emulation of first-person experience, the positioning of the hands is all the more peculiar. They can't simply be the viewer's left and right hands, because then their thumbs would be on opposite sides. The hand on the right appears to offer a little more, because the clearly defined depression would suggest the presence of a palm, and the fingers are naturally relaxed slightly towards the centre. The left hand's fingers, on the other hand, disappear as they curl towards the palm, which isn't visible on the other side. If the hands were to be arranged off the canvas then, it would be rather awkward that you would have to cross them over and then place them into the frame. My point here is that the painting offers a frame and subject which sets us up for a confrontation with ourselves and our own identity, but which then deliberately defamiliarizes this encounter by making it awkward or even nonsensical. Mead gives us an opportunity, albeit subtly, to reflect on the regularities of our body that perhaps would be physiotypical, if that's the word, and that people take as a given. I think these moments allow us to break down parts of our thinking and rebuild them anew. Considering the artist was also turning the brush towards depicting those that didn't neatly fit into the sexual or gender boundaries, such a challenge to normative understandings of the human body make revisiting Dorothy Mead's work valuable and exciting.